Hello, everyone, and welcome to the video. This is Cloud, and my name is Don. And what we'll be doing today is hosting an auction or NFT drop. So we will show you how to set up an NFT drop to host an auction and to get your artwork or music or product out there to the masses. So, but the first thing we want to do is actually start off with covering a little cryptocurrency NFT news, and really it's going to be a follow up on some of the information that we shared about Snoop and Ice Cube, but it's going to be more of what Snoop's done recently at the NFT NYC Fest. He actually produced a song with Eminem, and they debuted that song, and it's actually everything's based on NFTs. So let's get into the first part of it and just welcoming everybody here, and let's make a couple of screen changes here so we can show some of the information that we want to talk about today. And one of the first things we want to start off with is just sharing the information about our website. And you can go here, safetypin.cloud, and you can learn about cryptocurrencies, learn about NFTs. You can learn about the IPFS file system that stores your data, that makes it decentralized, and the CIDs, which help identify and give it your unique address, and it makes it permanent on the web. It's immutable where nobody can take that information from you, and you have complete ownership of it. So what we want you to do is also click on this Learn NFT button, and it will give you a lot of information and some a checklist to go over to kind of walk you through some things. So we'll pull that up right now so you can see that. You click on that link and it will take you here. You can go here to watch the video. Video will pop up here. We give you some where to start questions, and you can write your answer right here, and it will store it for you right here too on the site when you check off your list and everything. So go to OpenSea.com, go to Metaplex, go through your start here list, come over here and download your PDF. We have a free PDF for you. And then you can come over here, go over your checklist, and book your consultation. We can do 30 minutes or to an hour, and that will be an onboarding thing so we can see how serious you are and see if we can meet your needs to get this started for you. So we thank you for doing that. Now, the next thing we're going to do is start with this news. And the first person actually we're going to talk about right now is going to be Ashanti, the R&B single. And actually, she has done a few things in the NFT marketplace. And what she's trying to do is bring women to Web 3.0 and also being in on the ownership of the NFTs. And what one thing I found out too, that really it's not a lot of ladies on the Web 3.0 side of this just yet. I think they said it's about 16%. So we need to get those numbers up, especially with the artists and the ones who are creating these items. We need everyone to have full ownership and to be able to participate in receiving what they need to be compensated for the work that they're putting in and the effort and energy that they're putting in. So Ashanti is trying to bring more women into this marketplace, and actually she's a co-founder of a group called EQ Exchange, and it's trying to lead women to the Web3 platform. So this is a good thing, and I'm glad she's out there like that. But actually, they do shine a lot of light on how much, when you go through a regular record company, how much money they make. And they say off of a $15 album, they're making about 38 cents. And man, that is very low. 38 cents off $15. So you see where they're sitting at. But with the NFTs, they can launch their own music, and they can receive the total royalties back, or they can have percentages of that going out to the collaborators and people who have actually worked on the project with them. So you can build that right into the NFT, and that will be the lawyer, and those contracts will send all the payments out to everyone who's a part or affiliated with. And each time someone purchases one of your NFTs, and if they are in the resale market of it, they get royalties every time it's sold. So another thing that allows Ashanti actually gives some benefits of doing this with her. And I think she's actually, it says here that she's going to be offering like trips and things of that nature with her particular endeavor. So she's really branching out pretty big with it. So she's going to offer exclusive content, merchandise drops, things of that nature. Then she's also said she's going to be building in where people go out or afforded trips and things of that nature, just depending on how much they participate in the NFT market with her, and how big a fan you are and how much of her merchandise that you are purchasing. It will be perks built into that. So she said royalties for new records, along with tickets for shows, vacations, and access to limited merchandise drops. So this is huge and big, and it's everybody's opening up their mind to a new way of thinking. They're at the leading edge of this, and it is for the culture. This is actually a peer-to-peer business model, and it cuts out the middleman, which help keep the prices low. And it also allows people who are not being served, the underserved community, which you can see the artists are underserved community on getting their profits. So this allows for them to do that. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to come over here to what Snoop and them are doing. And they actually were part of the NFT conference in New York. And they were part of the Bored Ape collection. And they actually made a video for the Bored Ape collection. And Bored Apes are one of the hottest NFTs out there. And they are one of the ones that still stand at a high value. And this is the video that they did. I won't click on that to start that up, but you can go here and read that information. It's at The Verge. That is the article where it's written it, and it breaks down what happened. And you can click on this link, NFT NYC, and it will take you to actually their web page and let you know all the people that spoke and all the activities and events that they had going on for that. So that'll be something good to check out too. And Ape Fest was a part of that. And and Snoop were able to perform their song, and they had other people at the event. They showed here the Roots, LCD Sound Systems, Lil Baby, Lil Wayne, and others. So NFTs are becoming huge, and they're really becoming mainstream more with the artists because they see the value of their ownership. It's a really a cultural shift for them to look at the game in a different way, because once again, you're looking at Snoop, who is the owner of a record label. So, and he made his record label, which is Death Row, an NFT record label. That means, and he actually did an interview where he said he's trying to pay even the people like Harry O, who first started out Death Row, the artists on Death Row who really never got compensated for their stuff. So they will be re-releasing these people's music and stuff, and to get it back out there so they can get their compensation. People like Warren G, things of that nature. Nate Dogg, even though Nate's passed, he would send those residuals and royalties to his family to help take care of them. So Snoop said he's looking to take care of the people that had actually started out with him in Death Row, get them taken care of. Then he'll work on building the rest of his catalog up on his own individual music in the process of that. So that's just some of the news and the information that we have going on. And there's one more thing I want to touch on out here in this news cycle, and let me click on that particular one. Let's get to that screen. And it breaks down, and it's back on the music side inside of Web 3.0. So it's going to break down the same thing about how much people are making in the record business. So it says music artists are making what they're earned from 1 million streams in 2 minutes with NFTs. That's why Snoop and others are turning toward Web 3. So they're saying you making like 5 cents or 1 penny or 1 penny off a stream. And they're saying you can make all your money by selling these NFTs because you have ownership rights. With the streaming companies, even though it's your music, they pay you how they want to, because it's their streaming service. It's their service that your music is on. But here, you are distributing your own music. It will be really on your own streaming service. So you're looking here. This is Fortune magazine that has this article. So you see how mainstream this is. And actually, our culture is at the forefront of leading this, of being out there and trying to get this out there to let our people know that we can be a part of this. So Snoop is breaking down. They're breaking down what a non fungible token is. They're showing what the music is, how much you paid for certain items. So walk through that, look at that. Crypto Pump Board Ape. They're showing what his catalog holds, and that's probably the NFTs that he's already purchased. So just go through this article, and it breaks down some of the independent artists that you probably don't know about, and they're telling how they're able to benefit, because we are seeing the mainstream guys, so they have a following and a base that would probably generate it probably easier and flow a little better than these independent artists, but they're able to show that they're able to benefit in this also. So read the article. These people are saying how they're able to be at their level and still get done what they need to get done on this NFT market. So please click on the article, go to Fortune, and read up on that. Okay, now this other phase, we're going to go ahead and get into starting up this auction and this NFT drop. So what we're going to do is go to our Melon app. Excuse me, our Metaplex app. Excuse me. And now we're here, and I've done a previous auction before, but what we're going to do is come up to our wallet identifier, and I'm going to go to sale. Okay. Now, when I come to here, I'm at instant sale. What we're going to do is do an open edition sale. So you look at the process in the category. So we don't call open edition. It sells unlimited copies of a single master NFT. We will keep the master, but we will be selling copies of prints. So we will come here, then I will select which item I want to sell. I click here, and then it brings me up to my choices of things to sell. I will come here, I pick my item. It says which one I want to sell. So it's got some perp. It's going to tell me to continue the terms. It's telling me what it's going to be wrapped in. Right now, we can change out the tokens that we want to mint, but we won't do that at this time. We're going to keep everything where it is. We're going to wrap it in sold. And then we're going to look at, we're doing a fixed price here. So how much do I want to sell this for? I'm going to go 3.5 sold, or 3.6 sold. And then the tick size is, this is the fixed price. So what happened is, at the end of, when somebody purchases it, it will be extended minutes to the auction, so somebody else can make a bid. And we have to put a tick percentage in here. So when the next person makes a bid, how much larger should that bid be above the original bid? So if somebody goes, they make a bid, they want to extend it some time, they have to make a bid. I'm gonna put it at 2%. So they make a bid inside this price increment. And do I want it in sold? And that's what we're going to be dealing with. And I don't want to take it to 3. I'll stay at 1. We're just going to take the tick size at 1. We'll go to 1. Okay. Now it's action initial phase. When do we want to host this drop or auction? I want to host it immediately. But it can be something that you're working on. You can go ahead and start promoting it. You want to get the word out that you're having to drop to build up the anticipation. You go in there, set a date, and then you start getting it out there that you are hosting this drop. So we're going to continue. And now we're going to do is set the auction duration. For the purposes of this particular show, we're going to set the auction at an hour. And the gap time. And this is where we set that 5 minutes gap. How much time do we want to give them to extend between that person making a bid and the next person making their bid? But it has to be at that 1% increment of that. So we'll put the gap time at 3 minutes. And this is the percentage where they have to move up. This is what I was telling you about. So I said they have to move up 2%. Or 3%. And we continue. And we'll come here. It'll show you it's pulling up the item, the review list, how many copies we're doing, unlimited copies. The pricing has been set at 3.6 sold. We went through the initial phase. We did the ending phase. Now we're going to do publishing. So we publish this auction, boom, and it's going to go through its steps to get that published. We'll go here. We'll put in a password to confirm everything. And as I do that, give me a minute. Boom. And we log that in. And it's going to ask me, do I want to approve the transaction? It's showing me this is what the network fee is. It's 0.0001 cent. I mean, 1 sold. So that's like pennies on the dollar. So we go ahead and hit approval. And while it's going through this process, we want to make sure that we're going through and getting our other parts of the process ready, where you're getting this information out to people, that you're sharing it with people, and you're bringing them on board. So this is one thing, this particular platform of being part of the NFTs. Now, I can come here and I can share this on Twitter. I can send it out because I've set this auction, and it'll drop it right out on Twitter and say, hey, we got this auction going on. Or I can come right here and see it in my auctions, and I'm going to come and see it in the auctions. Okay. So it's going to set that screen up for us. It's going to bring that to us. Oh, my. Okay. And it's reloading my wallet. It's going through that process. And it should be loading here soon. It has updated, and now it's pulling up the auction. So now, when we come here, it shows that we have a live auction going on. It's going to be going on for an hour. The opening sale, no sale has happened yet. So we're going to click on it. It's going to take us to that page to show us what's going on. Okay. Now, this is showing the particular item that's going to be for sale. And it's showing how much it is. And it's showing that is in my wallet. This is showing how much I have sold in my wallet. So I have $535 worth of sold in my wallet. It comes out to be 15.3 sold. And now I'm going to I have to make my bid for 4.6 because it's at an increment. So I'm going to make a bid at 4.6. And then at that time, the auction would end in an hour. Now, we won't go through that whole process of making it go through the whole hour. But once I go through here and purchase this, you'll see the process of it. And then we'll come back later and just discuss the end inside of it. So as we're looking at this right now, I'm going to go ahead and make my bid. It said at the lowest part of my bid needs to be 4.6. So I go 4.6, make my bid. Okay, let's go 4.7. It says it's making it invalid, so I have to take it up one more. 4.7. Okay. Tick size, so I need to take it up a little farther. 4.8. Let's go to 5 and just go ahead and just get it out there. Boom. And we enter. We're going to make our bid. What it's going to do now, it pulls up my wallet. And I'll go ahead. It's telling me it's going to take 5.5 sold. The network fee is going to be that small amount right there, less than pennies on the dollars. And I'll go ahead and do the transaction. And now it shows that I purchased it. So we go back and we'll look here, and it will show that it is sitting there for. So at the end of the auction, we'll come back and show that I have purchased that particular one, and it is in there in my items. So now, and that is the first part of setting up, purchasing an NFT, hosting the auction, showing your items that are created. Let's go here. Boom. Now, when I come here, it's showing that that NFT was created. Now, this is one of the NFTs that I had before, Sunset Hill. I did the same thing here. We went ahead and purchased it. We hosted that auction, and that's the original NFT. This isn't a copy. This is the copy, the one of one. I click here, and it's letting you know it's one of one. It was created, and it will have all that information stored in there, the meta tags, the CIDs, but it's letting you know this edition of this particular one is one of one. So if I did 1,000 of it, it'd be one of 1,000. So 2 of 1,000. So it gives you your rank and order. Then each one will have this individual CID number in the process of that. So once again, we want you to see this real quick. We appreciate you coming in and participating with us. So you got to see how we host an auction. I will go back here to our Explorers page. It shows my live auction that it is going on. We did have the open sale. It's showing what the open sale was. It did show that I have the highest bid right now at 5 sold, which is $174.90. That's the bid that's out there. And at the end of this hour, this whole thing would change. So you look at it by me spending 5 sold, how much of my money that I'm spending out of that, what the balance would be left in that. And I will acquire some more sold that would help even that out. So it won't be a problem with that. So we're looking at it right here, bid history. It's telling me how long it's been, and it's showing my address, my identifier, really my NFT name on this particular platform, which is my wallet. Okay, so we thank you guys for coming to visit us here. We hope you learned some here. Hit us up, visit us once again. We would love for you to book an appointment with us, book the consultation, visit the website. You can go right here and you can get all that information. Once again, you can go here and watch this video. Feel free to get the PDF. Please come here, book your consultation for 30 minutes or to an hour. Then we can get you onboarded to everything and go through your checklist. Make sure you have some of these things. Make sure you know these things. Find out about them, and we can walk you through those steps too. So please come back and see us. Come back and see that next video, and we thank you for everything and your time.